In 1347, a ship arrived in Europe, carrying death. A sickness no one understood spread from city to city. Carts filled with bodies, ghost towns, and fear in every street. This was the Black Death, the deadliest plague in history.
But out of tragedy came change. People demanded new rights. Science replaced superstition. And from the ashes of the plague, the Renaissance was born.
Stay with us as we uncover the story of fear, death, and rebirth.
In the year 1347, a strange ship pulled into the port of Messina in Sicily, Italy. On board were sailors, weak, feverish, and dying. Their bodies were covered in dark, swollen boils. Within days, the sickness spread across the city, and then across all of Europe. History would remember this nightmare as the Black Death.
Let's pause for some English. Docked, when a ship stops at a port. Boil, a painful swelling on the skin. Spread, to move from one place to another. These words describe how the Black Death began.
The plague traveled on merchant ships, carried by fleas hiding on rats. It moved along busy trade routes from Italy to France, Spain, and England. No kingdom was safe. By 1348, whole towns were infected. People said it felt like death itself was walking the streets.
Some useful English words. Merchant, a person who buys and sells goods. Infected, made sick by disease. Entire means whole or complete. So entire towns became sick with the plague.
Fear spread even faster than the disease. Some thought it was God's punishment. Others believed the air itself was poisoned. In anger and confusion, many turned against strangers, travelers, or outsiders. But the truth was hidden in tiny fleas and rats, creatures no one suspected.
New words. Punishment, something bad that happens because of wrongdoing. Blame, to say someone is responsible for something bad. Suspect, to think something is true without proof.
The scenes in Europe were terrifying. Carts rolled through the streets, piled high with the dead. Gravediggers couldn't keep up with the endless burials. Church bells rang night and day, announcing yet another death. In some towns, almost everyone was gone, leaving behind ghost villages.
More words. Cart, a vehicle with wheels pulled by animals or people. Gravedigger, someone whose job is to dig graves. Ghost village, a place where nobody lives anymore.
To protect themselves, doctors invented strange outfits. They wore long black robes and masks shaped like birds' beaks, stuffed with herbs. They believed the herbs could filter the poison from the air. To us today, the plague doctor mask looks frightening, but to them, it was hope.
Let's learn. Herbs, plants used as medicine. Filter, to clean something by removing what is harmful. Hope, the belief that things will get better.
But no mask could stop it. Between 1347 and 1351, the Black Death killed about 25 million people in Europe, nearly half the population. Families disappeared, kingdoms weakened, And yet, in the silence after the plague, something began to change.
Important words. Population, the number of people in a place. Disappear, to go away or vanish. Weakened, made less strong.
Because so many workers had died, the survivors were needed more than ever. Farmers demanded higher pay. Workers refused unfair treatment. The feudal system, where peasants served lords, began to crumble. The Black Death, though tragic, opened the door to new rights for common people.
New words. Survivor. A person who lives through something terrible. Wages. Money earned for work. Feudal system. The old way of lords controlling peasants in medieval Europe.
Not only did society change, but ideas changed too. People began questioning old traditions. Doctors searched for real scientific answers instead of superstition. This curiosity planted the seeds for the Renaissance, a rebirth of learning, art, and discovery.
More words. Superstition. A belief not based on science. Curiosity. The desire to learn or know something. Renaissance. The period of great cultural and scientific growth in Europe.
The Black Death was one of the darkest chapters in history. But from suffering came change. From loss came lessons. And from death came the strength to build a new world.
So, what can we learn? Humanity is fragile, but also strong. Even in tragedy, people can adapt and grow. And history always carries lessons for the future.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and share. And subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos.